Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to another stream. So one of the items that we got feedback from going to a play test is that the animations are not snappy enough. They need to be snappy going into the certain tricks and that type of stuff, but then they need to come out of it somewhat slowly, as I assume. maybe it needs to go snappy in, snappy out. We'll see. But one of the first things I gotta do is update the animations so that that'll all work correctly with the snowboard. The snowboard was originally not in here, so when I originally created these animations, it was all guesstimate. There was no snowboard in here. So now I have a snowboard in here and I can actually see where the snowboard might be. Let me pull up a different animation. We'll take a look at that. Like Rocket Air, I don't know what that is, but we'll see. Yeah, so you can see there's no board in this animation. And make sure you guys can see that. I just had to guess. Like, I think this is where the hands would be, but clearly it's not 100%. So need to update that. I also need to update that this bone is staying connected to here. It looks like it's something to do with the feet. The feet are using the opposite of IK. IK is going to use this foot down here, where when you're not using IK, which I cannot remember what it is for some reason, you're basically going down the body spine and the bones to here. So we'll have to make those adjustments as well. All right, let's get into it. I think my approach is to take this one step at a time. So first, let's attach the bone to the snowboard and then make sure that it follows through in every animation. Let's do that first. And as we go through this, I'll show you examples of that. But first, we're in pose mode. Make sure we're in the right pose. Let's highlight everything so we know everything is selected, and we're going to see all the animations down here as we'd expect. Just want to make sure that I catch all the keyframes, because there's nothing worse when you miss a keyframe. You're like, crap, why is the foot all jacked up now? So this looks good. Here's a good example. You can see that the feet are using IK as the board is attached to the feet and it's following suit. These things up here, that's for his hands, and his hands are clearly not using IK. So I'm just gonna test my bearings real quick, make sure I understand everything that's going on, because I'm not a Blender expert. Let's click on his hand. You can see his hand. Let's see if it'll tell us what his hand is using. What am I looking at? This don't even look right. Yeah, connected. Game rig. Okay, so that's something to do with the rig. This is what I want to look at, item. So with the hand there, it's saying that FK, Ford Forward Kinetics. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, so let's see. It's saying I'm not even gonna try it anymore. Forward K is set to 1, so IK to the 4K, not 4K, FK, Forward Kinematics. That is set to 1. I just want to make sure it stays set to 1 the whole time. Yeah. And so let's go check the foot. The feet should not be, the feet should be 0, I think. It's right there. It's set to 1. Now it's set to 0. That's correct. That's basically saying we're using inverse kinematics. Yeah. Give up. And then it goes back to 1 at the end of the animation. Okay, so that's what we'd want. That's what we expect. I think this animation is in a good spot. I think when it's in Unity, it actually runs faster, so I'm not too worried about that one. All right, let's move on. This is when you're getting back up. I expect this to go to 0 again, which it does. The board follows, and boom. We'll just move on. We'll just walk through them all. There's a lot of them, so this one is just holding. Like, let's say you got knocked out and you're just sitting there cold. That's what that one's doing. So it's just 1 frame. I don't think it matters what the board's doing. Yeah, like his feet aren't even moving. Although I do want to, real quick, check. Let's go on here. Let's select all the bones. Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. What is happening? Regular bat hold. He doesn't look like he's holding a bat. I hope that's not messed up. Unless maybe that's how his position is before he's swinging. Let me go back up, back to bat start. So he's holding the bat and then he raises it up. Yeah, okay. You know what? Now that I think about it, that bat hold's probably not even used. And then we got the swing. But again, we don't care what the board's doing. The board's good. So we can move on. Look. Out of curiosity, let's just see what the feet are set to. Currently set to 0, which is what we want anyways, so that's all good. It never even goes to 1. Sounds good, I'll take it. All right, which one are we at? Rocket Air. Now this one's gonna have to take some adjustments. One thing I like to do when I'm working in Blender is save a lot, so you'll probably see me save a lot in here. Okay, so you can see the board's not sticking to his feet. We're gonna have to fix that. But I don't want to... Yeah, what we're gonna do is I don't want to adjust the animation itself. I basically want to adjust what the kinematics thing is doing. So here, we're good. What is that? Regular rocket start. Like the feet are the same the whole way, so I think all I really have to do is go over here and we're gonna choose this little snap tool, FK to IK. No, we don't want that. We want the IK to go to the FK. So IK to FK equals 1. Yeah, so this is FK to IK. We want IK to FK. But it only did that for the 1 foot. Let me undo that, and we're just gonna do this 1 foot at a time. Maybe that's where it's getting confused. Ooh. You know what? I just realized it's only attached at 1 foot. So that is no good. Although, I don't really want to change anything with the feet anyways, so I'm going to leave that as is. And let's see here. What can I do with this? I'm not really animating the board. Can I even select the board? I don't think the board has a bone. I don't think I can even animate this thing. That is a problem. How do I want to fix this? I mean, I guess I could give the board a bone. What's going on? Okay, let's back to where we were. Let me go into object mode. I'm just trying to decide, where do I want to give this board a bone? And I'm really going into uncharted territory right here. Parent, I don't want a parent. Oh, I just add a bone. There we go. Add. Add a single bone. There we go. Where did it put it? Where's the bone? Oh. Where's my bone? Where's the bone? Ah, there we go. Like, where's the bone? I don't see a bone. I don't know if scaling it is necessary. Of course, I could what do you call it? Reconfigure it. What is... Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing with this stuff, so bear with me. Let's rotate along the y-axis. Yeah, there we go. Close enough. I'll just make an adjustment to make this 90 degrees. Come on, I want to select the bone. Have an idea. Let's click this. Can I move it? Yes. I don't want to move that. I want to move just that end piece. Maybe I need to go into edit mode. GX. Boom, there we go. There's going to be a method to this madness. So, there we go. I'm going to go back into object mode. And I believe there's a way to clear the parent. Do I need to clear the parent? Maybe I should just... Yeah, there we go. Clear parent. I don't know if that's necessary, but we're going to do it anyways. I'm going to say parent to this single bone. I'm going to select a bone, go to pose mode. Just want to make sure that this is going to work. Yeah. Nice, very nice. Okay, that's good. Can I parent the two endpoints to different bones? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. Let me see if I can do that. You guys are like, I don't know. Can you do that? Probably have to go into edit mode. Hey. Okay. So I think what I could do, we're in edit mode. Will it let me select this bone? No, it won't let me select that. I don't know if it'll let me do what I want to do. So we're gonna find out. Yeah. Always forget the shortcut key for parenting. Set the object's parenting bone. back over to here. Maybe. I don't feel 100% confident, but we'll see. Mode. There we go. We're gonna do object mode. Select this. How did I select just that? I feel like I'm not doing this right. Let's try this one more time. Go into pose, go into edit mode. Pick that. I wish I could click this, but I can't. And it doesn't really, it's not very specific. It's like, hey, you're now parented to this bone. It's just like, here, you're parented to something. Well, let's go back into pose mode. We'll see what happens. The horror game. That's clearly not what we want. I have a feeling this is not right. I'm gonna just mess around a little bit. Whoa, look at that. IK to FK. Yeah, it did not like that at all. Go back into object mode. Let's clear the parent because it's clearly screwed. Can I not clear the parent from here? Clear parent. Wonder if I can find out what the parent is. I think I can. Let's see. Indie bones? Nope. World. Relations. Preoccupied character is the parent. Okay. See, put IK is the parent. I think that's accurate, but that's for the whole bone. I think that's the problem. I can't just say. Okay. Well, there's always other ways to do this. Let's zoom in. Let me act like I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna select this, go G, then X. We're gonna move it in to right there. Maybe right there. Yeah. We're gonna go E to extrude, X, and oh, look at that, fancy. I hope this works. I'm gonna go all the way out to this section. Bring it in just a little bit. I don't want it all the way out there. And then this one over here, I'm gonna expand it out as well. Please. Say right there. Those bones should be ideally the same size, but whatever. I'm not gonna argue. Are these attached? These are attached, right? No. Why are they not attached? Whoa. Okay. I would want these to be attached. Hit extrude. Can I don't want to. I don't want to parent them. I want them to be attached. Fill between the joints. Add bone between selected joints. Nope. Extrude, duplicate, subdivide. Don't want any of that. No. I don't know. Maybe that's good enough. And so what I'm going to do here is go back to object mode. I'm going to parent each individual bone. Let me turn the X-ray off to the right foot. And when I say right foot, I mean the correct foot. Let's say that's good. Boom. Does it need to be in edit mode? I don't know. I don't know, man. What happened? Bone one. All right. I'm just going to go into edit mode. Maybe that's the right way to do this. I feel like it's not. Pose? How does pose mode work? I'm struggling, man. I'm struggling. Screw it. Let's see. Put IK. How about this one? these to be two different bones. Delete bones is all bones. I want to disconnect the bones. Split. Split off selected bones and connected unselected bones. Okay. That may have done it. That may have done it. All right, let's try this again. Just select this bone. Go to object mode. I'm gonna select this twice. And hopefully we can parent the bone to the right foot. No! Wait. Didn't I separate these two? What gives? You wanna be like that? Huh? Wanna be like that? Yeah, just delete it. Look at this crap. Okay. So that bone is parented by the foot. And let's see. Is that accurate though? Shouldn't it be by the board? I guess I should learn Blender first, huh? Parent, it has no parent. Wait, hold on. This and this. Still not correct. Why? Why have you done this to me? Still not correct. Clearly don't have this parenting thing down. Let's go back to object. I'll select this. Select the bone. Okay, so it's saying that is parented to a character, but what is the board parented to? Ah, okay. Might be getting somewhere. Pose mode. I expect this to move the board, which does. Nice. Okay. And this bone should be parented to the foot. So let's go object mode, boom, foot, pose mode, rotate. Okay, so to be fair, it is working, but I have no idea why he's getting all goofified. I have an idea though. Go in here. Yep, object mode. Let's clear the parent. Let's go back to pose mode. There we go. No issues there. Man, I don't know if it has anything to do with that, honestly. Okay, the foot. Let's see here. Right now we're saying we're using all forward kinematics. IK to FK. Okay, that makes sense. If I click that, nothing happens. Then I can do IK to FK. So that makes no sense to me. Why did he explode into goobly gap? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. But I think what I'm gonna do is reset because this is a mess. I'm gonna try again. We're at regular air start. Okay. I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. Do not save. I want to open recent. Don't save. That is a mess. Okay. Before we go into anything, go back to object mode. What's the board parented to? Relations. Okay. Yeah, let's start there. Let's clear the parent. I don't want that. Okay, I think I'm good there. Now let's add a bone, add a bone. We did that by going to Add armature single bone. Basic human quadruped. Nope, just a single bone. And let's go to scale. I see nothing. Oh no, there's a bone. There is a bone right there. Go in here and you know what? I'm going to duplicate, maybe delete, deselect, new collection. Oh, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna duplicate. How about I name it? Can I name it? Okay, that's technically his right foot. Yes, yes. Right. Snowboard. Bone. Boom. Look who's a pro now. Add a single bone. Okay. Let's rotate it, the Y, minus 90. I think there's a way to scale this. Is it Alt S? Nope, apparently not. Undo. Okay. See if I can find set origin. There should be a way to scale it to set these all to 1. I just always forget what it is. I want to say it's like Alt S. Ooh, wait. Let's see. I put it back to 1, but I want to set it to 1. You know what? I think I'm overthinking it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Left snowboard. Oh. All right. So. Problem is, I don't think I can parent the snowboard to both the bones. Can I do that? I think that's gonna be the problem. Oh boy. An item can't have 2 parents, huh? Maybe I don't need it to. Let's see about this. Let's parent this bone to this foot. to bone. Set the object's parent bone. Okay. See if that parented the right bone. Verified character. Certificate. Okay. I'm okay with that. Parent bone. What? Why? Why is that one left? So that did not parent the way I wanted it to. Let me make sure this is what I think it is. Foot IKL, and this is foot IKR. Can I just change this? Like, come on. Yeah. Stop it. Why did it move the bone? I didn't want it to move it. Interesting. Hold on. I just kind of realized what was happening. So there's a line coming from here to there. So let's go D, X. That's somewhat right. D and Z. Is there an overhead? Give me the overhead. G and then Y. And we're gonna go right there. Boom. G and Z. Okay, close enough. Okay, let's see. What is this parented to? That's parented to IKL. This is parented to IKR. Like this. Okay, the bones move with it. Well, that sucks. The bones move with it, but it's because I cleared the parent. Yeah. So the board has no parent. I almost want to have like one single bone that represents the board that is parented to both of these. I don't think you can do that though. Can you? Let's see. You can have one bone parenting two bones, but you can't have 2 bones parenting 1. Is that right? Check me out. I'm a professional, I know. That's how it works. Alright, let's try this. I'm just going to say this and that. Just parent it to this 1 bone, hopefully. Bone. Just call it bone. Come on. It's not one of these bones. Wish it was like Unity when you click on one of these things down here, it'll like actually take you to it. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, let's get back. Why do I have a pink background now? Okay. Right snowboard bone. Which one is that one? Okay. Let's just see what happens. Well, at least we're somewhat there. So far, so good. Let's go back to the rocket. Okay. Don't break. IK FK. So I don't have my record on here, so nothing's happening there. Can I not? I guess just because. Wait, which one are you parented to? No way. It's not parented to anything. What's going on? Yeah, I had to think about this. I think I'm trying to make it more complicated than it needs to be. So, we're gonna do one more start over just to make things clean. Don't save. And this time, what? What is this crap? I never saved that. Thank you very much. Delete. least I'm not aware that I saved it. Let's go to edit mode. Let's bring this out. G, X. I'm gonna bring it out to his foot. Yeah, something like that. So I'm just gonna do it with one bone this time. Don't listen to me. Something like that, that'll work. All right, and let's go back into object mode. Who's my parent? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you have no parent. Let's parent. Who's your parent? Oh, you have no parent either. Okay. I think I'm going to leave that like that, but I do want to parent the board to this bone. Right snowboard bone. Okay. And the right snowboard bone is connected to nothing. Okay. I think I can live with that. So all I really want it for is reference anyways. So let's go to object mode. Pose mode. We got crash start. Yep, the board doesn't move because it's not parented. It's fine. Let's go to Rocket Air. Boom. Okay, now let's position the board in place. Can I do that? Let's do it correctly though. G and Z. Somewhere around there's. Gonna have to guess to some degree, but that's okay. Move down. That at least helps me have a better reference point. like something like that. Obviously it's gonna be a little bit different. It's pretty close. I feel like we need a little bit more of a spin. And we'll bring it back. Something like right there. Okay, now the good part. Yeah, I feel like that's a good reference. So now let's see what his hands are doing. I'll leave the board there. Let's go back into this model. Yay. I think I found my way. Thank goodness. No. Where that came from, I do not know. Okay, let's focus on these maybe. Okay, we may be restarting, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I'm gonna move some pieces around. Let me check these others real quick. Oh, okay. See, they've got a movement right here. It's a good idea. Let's check everything. Okay, it's right. That's rotating right there, and then goes there. I think for starters, I think I want to rotate those shoulders a little bit more. Let me see if I can get an overhead view. Okay. Do the shoulders rotate anymore? They do, but like not on. Yeah, they don't. They don't. That's the answer. No, they do not. See. Okay, that's gonna put the hands kind of equal there. Trying to see, how do I want to rotate these around the Z? Rotate down, so that's gonna be X maybe. No. Rotate the Y. What? Where's your hand, bro? Where is your hand? Ah, you're gonna have to come forward a little bit more. Why are you not twisting? You know what I just realized? I wasn't recording any of that. Yeah, if I twist the torso, that's everything. But yeah, that's why I don't want to do that. So I don't think it would have recorded anything that I did. Let's verify that. Object mode, just reset. Pose mode. Oh gosh. And I think I messed with his arm a little bit. I don't know. I kind of get the impression it did keep it, but I don't know why. I don't know why it would keep it. Oh. Okay. Well, let's turn the record button on and let's start recording some stuff. This clearly needs, I want to be able to see where his hands are. This clearly needs to bend forward. Yeah. Let's try to keep it close to that. It's actually not even giving me what I want. That's, how do I tilt him forward? What's this do? That's the shoulder. That's the shoulder. Neck. It really doesn't help me to do anything with this. I think where I really need to make adjustments, probably in the rotation, something like that. Then I'm gonna have to fix the arms. Reach for it, man. You got this. Reach for it. That's so close. You almost got it, bro. You almost got it. And how do I get that shoulder in just a little bit? That rotates everything. That ain't gonna help me. Okay, that finger is touching. Like, does that count? Surely that counts. You know, I think all this would be so much better if I just pulled the knees in a little bit higher. I think that's the way to go. Let's go back. Okay, so let's go back to the board. Pose mode. Going to bring it up a little bit more. Yeah, something like that. I think I need to bring the board back down a little bit. Right there. This is fun. Come on, let's see. What do we got? I want edit mode. I want pose mode. Yeah, I think that's the only thing I can rotate. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Yeah, maybe bring it further in. And then bring this one further back. don't know if I want to rotate it. I do want to maybe move it. Something wrong with your foot, sir. Rotate it is. There's something right there. What is that? Oops. Man, put his hand there. Okay, I think that's gonna work. Yeah, over on this side, that looks good. Sorry, I haven't been talking much, been focusing on this. All right, let's see if we can get those hands right. This one, that hand actually looks really good. Like he actually looks like he's gripping that one. Nice. Let's work on this other one then. Wonder if I should just pull it over a little bit this way. Yeah, there we go. And then pull this back. Yeah, there's a little bit of overlap there. Not a big deal. Could probably straighten this hand out just a little bit. See if this helps. Nope. Something like that. Okay, I'm okay with that. That'll work. All right, let's take a look at that. Right, I think that'll work. I hope that'll work. What is changing? That's the question I have. There's something, like I know I changed all these, but yay. Is it this that's changing? Yeah, that's definitely not changing. Probably that one. I don't think I changed the route. So let's do this. Let's go A. I would like to copy these, but I don't want to take everything with me. Basically want to take these two. These two. Let's see. What is the key code in Blender to copy those over? I don't remember. RVT, easing, insert, duplicate. I think it's this. Shift E, right? Move those over to here. Let's see if that provides the smooth animation I expect. And it does. Look at that. Boop. And now the hands are in the position I expect. Right? I think. Okay. Yes, I think that'll work. Oof. That was rough. Hold. Okay. here, I think what I can do is I have to recreate it, because what it really is this one, and it's just this last 2 keyframes. And let's check out rocket air end. That's 12 frames. This one is 12 frames. And I believe it's basically the same thing in reverse. Just coming down. Cool. To go brush up on my blender, because I think I have an idea how to do this. Yeah, I think I have an idea. Let's do it like this. First of all, I want to rename those files. So we got rocket air start the way we want it. I'll probably even shorten that and make it snappier, but we at least have the board reference in there. Turn this off. Let's go into file view. View layer. Where's my files? Files, this blender file maybe? It's under actions, and yeah, these are GRT. I'm just going to rename it. I'm afraid I'm going to screw something up. So rocket air hold. Rename. We're just going to call this 2 for backup later. All right, let's see what we got. Cool, they're gone. So let me remember, is this how you make a copy? Create a new action, yep. Let's make a copy of that one. I'm gonna call this one hold. Oh, boom. Okay. What am I looking at here? Summary. I don't see summary. I want to see everything. Why is it not showing me anything? What if I select just a foot? There we go. Bro, help me out. Okay, all I really need is that one. So let's grab all this. We're gonna delete. There we go. Got these keyframes here. And let's grab them. We're gonna move them over to 1. And I'm Let me see how many keyframes we need. Where'd my backup go? Shouldn't it have been in alphabetical order? Rocket air hold 2. There we go. So yeah, it starts at keyframe 1, ends at 2. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I'm relearning Blender, so it's kind of a pain in the butt at the moment, but I'm figuring it out. We're getting through it. Got music playing. We're all good. We're all good. Right, open the summary back. Let's do FD. We're gonna go. Hey. Why's nothing happening? Shift D. There we go. So there we go. We got our rocket air hold animation, and he's actually holding the board to some degree. All right, so I feel good about that. Let's create a new one. And we're gonna reverse all this stuff. Just thinking, well, how are we gonna do this? But it's all right. We'll figure it out. That's rocket start. And then we're gonna do rocket air end. Save it. And we're going to record everything. Maybe, I don't know. Do we need that? Okay, let's minimize that. Let's just highlight everything. I think I know how we can do this. Say copy. Let's go over here to 16 and we're just gonna say paste flipped. And he goes up. Boom. Now what's his hand doing? What are you doing with your hand, sir? What happened? He is with limp arm for some reason. What in the world? Okay, let's Control Z out of that because that was clearly wrong. Okay, everything's highlighted. Copy. And now let's okay, let's paste flipped. And then let's extend the animation to 28 just so we can see everything function. I'm trying to figure out what did we do wrong last time. Because it seemed like it should have worked. Okay, he goes up. And then he goes down. And he goes the other direction. Check that out. He's like dancing. Dancing, dancing. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm losing it. Whoa. I've got a lot of missed calls. They'll survive. Let's figure this out. What am I doing wrong here? So flipped is not flipping what I thought it should be flipping. It's like flipping the x-axis or something. That's cool. I like it. But that's not what I want. So let's try this differently. Do this again. Delete. Delete. Okay. This time, let's start with this and say everything. I just want to copy this particular keyframe, move it out to 16 to keep things safe. I'm gonna do this one. Yep, that looks good. Copy that. 16, that's gonna be what, 22? I think. Oh, hold on guys, I gotta take a call. Sorry, I take a call, but I think I got it figured out. Let's see. So, should start out in the position, and now it comes back down. Boom. Okay, so we should be good. Let's just make sure that our keyframes match up to the old one. So we go from 0 to 6 to 12. Let me make sure that's the case. All right, it goes from 0. You can see the hands are off on this one, which is what we're fixing. 0 to 6, and then to 12. Okay, I think we're golden. Regular rocket air. Oh, I see. There's so many of them. Okay, so 0 to 6 and back down. All right, I feel confident with it now. So I think that's how I'm going to continue forward with all of these now. Just got like 50,000 to do. But I think I'm going to end the stream here because this is probably going to be relentlessly boring for you all. And I've got a family item come up that I got to go take care of. So with that, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Have a great night.